Hi, it's Tony Clement, Member of Parliament for Parry-Sound-Muskoka. In the previous government, however, I was also President of the Treasury Board. And one of the things that I was responsible for was to make sure bureaucrats and bureaucracies spent taxpayer dollars wisely. Now, you may have heard the term March Madness. Now, in basketball, March Madness is all about college basketball players reaching towards the championship. But in Ottawa, March Madness has a very specific definition as well. March Madness refers to bureaucrats and bureaucracies and various government departments spending to the maximum before their money lapses at March 31st, which is the end of the fiscal year. So what would happen time and again is in the month of March, they would go out and buy things, even if they didn't need those things, to spend their budget, because otherwise the money would lapse. So this was a bonanza for local retailers, Walmart or The Source, because all of those flat screen TVs would fly off the shelves to be installed in bureaucrats' offices. That was the kind of thing, the kind of nonsense that we wanted to stop. So I told every cabinet minister through a letter that they were responsible, that they had to make sure that this kind of March Madness didn't happen. And it had an impact. The last minute spending stopped when I was president of the Treasury Board. Well, fast forward a few years, now the Liberals have been in charge, and what's happened? March Madness is back. Shared Services Canada placed an order for 31,000 mobile phones to be spent and purchased and paid for prior to March 31st of this year. This was uncovered by a CBC reporter. So once again, we have incompetent Liberals letting bureaucrats spend taxpayer money just for the purposes of spending the money. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet for these people. The culture of spending here is out of control. That's why we have these multi-billion-dollar deficits. There's a lot of waste in Ottawa, and that's why the Liberals should be held accountable, because they're in charge. They could make it a rule again. No more March Madness spending. That's the kind of thing that I did on behalf of the previous government. So I'm calling on the Liberals to get a grip, to respect taxpayer money, to end this culture of last-minute spending that is known as March Madness here, and I hope you will too. Join me, join the Conservative Party, join Andrew Scheer in making sure that March Madness is just a basketball term and not a term for wasteful spending in Ottawa.